You know what we call this in the United States? God's ketchup, right there.
I've never heard that before. I think he just made it up.
Is this how the other half lives all the time?
One of those things just never happened.
When somebody rips one, you know it, and it's not yours.
It was like Bugs Bunny when he like smelled the carrot soup.
That is the most random thing. What are you talking about?
It's impossible.
Presented by Price Leaks.
OverSeasoned. And here we are.
OverSeasoned Restaurant Radio Podcast or something like that.
Yes, OverSeasoned Restaurant Radio Podcast.
We don't...
Recording in Saigon, from the Saigon Podcast Studio. And Tony just went on a fun trip before getting here to the epicenter of Southern California cuisine, LAX. You were in Los Angeles.
I was in Los Angeles, yes.
How many times have you been to LA, Tony?
Recently, this was it. We used to have a catering business there called Astra a long time ago. This must have been 20 years ago in Hollywood. And I'd come several times a year and we'd do big Hollywood parties.
Okay.
Like award
Epstein
ceremony,
parties?
like post. He wasn't.
I don't know. I don't
don't-
know who you're
you're just-
feeding. I don't know who you're
No, like
who's you're giving
award
caviar
post award
to.
show for parties for HBO, etc. Like those
Oh,
kind
like
of things.
Weinstein parties. as long as
I was just
You were just putting out
roasting
salmon.
exactly. It was just which I'm having some memories now of some. It was difficult.
interesting.
You know, interesting. There was a lot of time in preparations goes into those like huge,
I can only
expensive parties. You know, I remember one. This is really kind of bubbling up from the swamp.
Yeah.
But they wanted to go with an Indian theme, and we had to, because the designers of the show had just gotten back from India and bought all this stuff.
Okay.
As far as I
Like
understand,
props or food?
like the props.
Okay.
They're not.
Okay. I don't know.
Here's 12 goats on the plane. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Like here's a bunch of
And so it was going with the Indian theme. So it was like, well, we're going to go with an Indian theme. So I'm like, I can't even quite remember. The menu was like legs of lamb and stuff like that. It'll start to come to me as we speak about it. But they didn't want to do a lot of chafing dishes.
Okay.
Because they didn't want chafing dish food, right? They wanted not like for it to look a little bit more like a smaller party where they're just like carving stations and things of that nature.
It's kind of like somebody saying, "Hey, we want you to do sushi night, but we don't want you to use any refrigeration."
Exactly.
It's like
That's exactly where I was going with this.
I feel like of all things, of all cuisines, let's go anti-chafing dish on the most chafing dish of cuisines.
Well, the point being, we don't have to go down this
I just feel like sauce.
mine shaft of a rabbit hole. But, exactly what you're saying. Like, I'm trying to tailor something to what all these different Deceptor voices are saying on these conference calls and etc.
And out of curiosity, who would these people just be? Like random party people, or would they be from studios?
No, they were like Los Angeles.
Elite?
No, like party planners.
They're party planners. Okay.
Right? But had a vision and the colors and like whiteboards,
As soon as there's a vision. As soon as there's a party and there's a vision, here we go.
Anyway, so all these ideas were coming together. So I was helping come up with the menu that fit their ideals. And then when a few weeks passed, they're like, well, your chef doesn't just wants this to be on a cutting board. They were like, your chef wants this. And I'm like, no.
Oh, they flipped it around?
Yeah, I'm trying to do this to fit what you guys are telling me, I'm not the
Understood.
one who's saying, here's the food, make it beautiful. You're trying to fit everything around.
That's my favorite.
Right? Like,
That's my favorite.
I'm sure
by the
you've
way.
experienced these kinds of things before.
There's nothing to me better than a good old, what do you call it? It's like emotional jujitsu. You know what I mean? It's like when I remember when I was running a steakhouse, and Joe Grasso, the owner of the building and the owner of the restaurant, pounded his hands on the table saying he wanted chicken parm. And we fought diligently against this request, even though, it was his restaurant. We just felt like it was inappropriate to do chicken parm at a steakhouse.
It didn't fit the overall
Yeah.
vibe.
And ultimately, it wasn't until a couple meetings later when he was like, well, you guys wanted the chicken parm. And I'm like, is this motherfucker gaslighting us?
Yes.
And it's my favorite thing
Yes.
is when people try to do the Leonardo DiCaprio Inception against you when they use their own idea against you.
Right.
And the fact that you didn't want chafing dishes, Tony.
I know.
I mean, it's just...
I seem to remember everything turning out okay.
Yes.
I seem to remember that it was all
As a
fine.
bunch
Everyone
of-
was happy. I mean, it's not like a big, thousands of people in Hollywood eat that much anyway.
I was just
Right.
going to say, I mean, there wasn't the GLP-1 inhibitors. What do they call it? There was no Ozempic back then.
No, this must have been 20 years ago.
So blow. Instead of Ozempic, everybody was just doing blow.
I saw a lot of cool people though. I remember,
you?
Yeah, I saw The Sopranos. I met them. Like everybody who was like part of the HBO stuff. I would like see
Cool.
every once in a while. It was
I
great.
can only imagine James Gandolfini being like, "Oh, you didn't no chafing dishes? Now this is a party." So so you go back to LA.
Yeah, so it's been since I worked there, really.
That long, okay.
Yeah. But my wife goes there a lot, and I finally had the opportunity to go with her, and she took me to one of her favorite restaurants, Capo.
So I don't know
Why would you?
I don't know much about that. Well, the LA scene is
You do well in LA, I think.
You think so?
I think so.
What about me would do
There's
well
a
in
huge
LA?
beach, like right there. It's like, how do you work? This was in I'm going to butcher
San
this.
Bernardino?
No.
Venice Beach?
No, but that's close.
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica.
There we
It
go.
was and the beach was like, I don't think I've seen photos, of course, and
Yeah.
this was the first time I was there not working. Like, go to the plane, go to the hotel, go to the shop, then leave. But it was quite like magnificent. Like looking at this.
Beautiful, huh?
I mean, the beach is like, it's not just like there's the road and there's the beach. The beach is like football field long. It's like a massive beach.
Beautiful.
It's pretty crazy.
And
So that was cool.
So you're in Santa Monica and you go to this place called Capo.
Capo.
Yeah. Sorry.
Do you go from your Tony Soprano impersonation? It's calling it Capo.
It's a fucking Capo.
So it's great. It's a steakhouse,
Okay.
basically, in a way.
Basically, steakhouse.
Yeah.
Is that what they say on the menu? Like,
No, they got a lot of steaks.
basically steakhouse.
They got a lot of steaks. ...
In a way.
It was great. We knew that it was going to be expensive going into it because she's entertained a lot of clients there and stuff. So
Okay.
we knew it was going to be expensive, and we're like, kind of like, do you want to spend that much? But it's so good. Should we just go? And I'm like, well, we don't have to have like, let's just keep it tight, and like we'll split a steak and have a Caesar salad, right? And she's like, it's going to be $500 no matter what. Like no matter what you do, it ends up being $500
At
to
that
get out of
point,
there.
get the porterhouse and a
Exactly.
lobster tail. Fuck it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we went. It was great. It had this kind of like conviviality to it. And I'm getting a lot of ideas from our other experiences. Like that place we went to in Atlanta.
Love that place. I forgot the name of it. The Italian spot.
Yeah. Another Italian spot.
I forgot.
It'll come to you.
Yes.
But it had that kind of like, felt like everyone was there having a good time. From the workers' standpoint, right?
The staff really makes it.
The staff does such a good job at making it, and it wasn't like a big. I gotta choose my words carefully here because it was very nice, not super fancy.
Tell me about the dining room. Big dining room, smaller one.
It felt very New York. Well, like tables right
was
next to
intimate.
each other. Yeah, very intimate. They had a grill, which I thought made the food great. Right,
Cool.
An almond wood is what they used,
So
which I thought was
wood-fired
cool.
grill.
Yeah, the table next to us was actually saying like, "Oh, they had a wood fire grill before. It was cool." And I'm like, that's just called cooking.
And then
You know?
a caveman comes out and it's like ooga booga. I find it interesting that they use almond wood.
It's California, I guess. You know.
Yeah, and it only reinforces the. So I watched this documentary about how I think 60% of the water that's currently
Right.
pumping through the entire California infrastructure is used to water all the almond trees because, you know, they've figured out how to lobby for all that stuff. But I find it funny just that they would use that same wood that is currently creating the drought in California to then reinforce the fires.
Interesting. Oh yeah, this was like the fires like last year, which was kind of crazy too. But okay, back to the restaurant.
So back to Capo.
No politics on this show.
I had said nothing about
We like almonds.
politics.
We like almond wood. We like grills.
I like almonds, although sometimes I look at almonds and I wonder if I'm being a bad human for eating the almonds. Because it's creating really a lot of problems with the water. But continue.
What kind of waters are what? I know that almonds take a lot of water, but are people like dying in the desert because their almonds are being watered? Like, what kind of problems are we talking about here? No, you can't. That school, we're not going to put up we're not going to give them water because they got to go to the almonds this week.
That's correct.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Children are dying.
Maybe.
Because of the almonds.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, we'll have to do a little bit more research on that one.
We'll do some digging.
So, this grill, fantastic. Good flavor. Almond wood.
Yeah.
But simple, you know.
Great dining room.
Great
cool
dining room.
vibes.
Very cool vibes. Expensive. Guess how much the porterhouse for two was?
So then your wife talked you out of skimping and you went for it.
It wasn't skimping. It was like, look, it just ends up being $500. It just happens.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So just embrace it. If you're going to go for it, embrace
Go.
it. Have a good time. Don't
Go.
try to save $75
Ride the
here and there.
rides.
Right?
Ride the rides.
Ride the rides.
Okay. I would say a porterhouse. And, you know, if it's expensive, I would say $250 for a porterhouse.
It was $210.
Okay. All right.
Well, I am shocked that you went that high.
Dude,
You're kind of fancy though. You kind of go to fancy places.
I'm a steakhouse guy.
I know.
I really like hunks of beef, and I have noticed that the price of beef has.
So not shocking to you.
It's monopoly money anymore. If you're gonna eat steak,
I bet the kids that are can't afford water in California because of the almond farms.
Yep.
Beg to differ about the monopoly money.
Well, I mean, I feel like.
So you've had a porterhouse for $250, or seen it?
I've seen them, and I feel like if it's like a dry aged,
Yes,
prime,
all of that,
et cetera,
all the whole
et cetera.
thing.
My problem with those very expensive cuts is that I so enjoy the lead up with a shrimp cocktail, with a wedge salad, with a Caesar, with shellfish, oysters. I overdo it in the beginning, and then I've just committed to this big ass fucking steak. And it's not to say I wouldn't eat it, but I've got to really plan out my capacity to truly, you know what I mean? Because you can't get into a steakhouse, order the $250.
So we did that. We did. So we split two apps.
What do you remember what you got?
Of course.
All right.
We had a grilled calamari, which was excellent.
Ooh.
Grilled calamari
Grilled,
over the almond. It was fantastic.
Wow. In Italian style? Like, do you remember if it was like arugula, olive oil
it couldn't
kind of
be
thing?
more simple.
Okay.
It was like grilled calamari, salt, pepper, lemon juice, olive oil. That
Love
was it.
that.
It was so simple and
Especially-
so like perfectly tender.
Dude,
it was
that's
great.
the shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So there's one. And not a typical steakhouse-ish app.
Well, they had you're right, because it had more of a.
It's more like a Amalfi Coast kind of dish.
Yeah, that's how it felt. Exactly.
Yeah,
It
okay.
had that kind of a vibe going for it. And then split a Caesar, and it wasn't the chopped Caesar. It was like a nice tight head.
Really?
Yeah, it was like really like.
Was it dressed like wedgie style?
Yes, just
okay.
wedgie style, but like it was like those. What are those, Lola Rosa kind of type things?
I'm thinking cogollos, which are like the gems, little gems.
Little gems. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it was like that, but it was like really tight. right?
Nice.
Yeah,
So
that was
great
good.
crunch on it.
Great crunch on it.
Cool.
Split one of those, then had the steak. So it was great.
Did they grill the Caesar?
I think I'm mixing some things in my head. I'm gonna leave that at a maybe.
All right. Okay.
But wouldn't have hurt, you know. And then we had the steak, which was great. I had 2 Manhattans, of course. I'm like kind of going for it. And then there was this point when there was probably like 3 nice chunks of steak left.
Did you get a glass of wine with it?
I did.
Good for you.
And I said, could I just get a glass of Burgundy?
Uh-oh.
I know.
Uh-oh.
But I was feeling a little frisky after 2 Manhattans and throwing caution to the wind.
Especially if a Manhattan, Manhattan's got to be 20-ish and up, right?
Yeah.
So Burgundy. Let me get a little Burgundy.
It just felt right.
You
It just
coulda-
felt like the right thing to do.
You could have said, could I have some California AVA Cabernet of any producer? And now you're talking 10 to 20 bucks.
I went for the Bergs.
What happened? Do you remember
I
what
do
Burgundy
not.
was?
I don't. It was by the glass, right? So I'm thinking.
Sure was.
I'm thinking they're not going to have a lot of expensive Burgundies by the glass. But I'm also kind of feeling like.
And if it is, fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was I gonna? How much? What kind of damage
Could
I actually do with a glass of Burgundy? You tell me.
God, this could go really wrong.
Really?
Well, look, a Burgundy with today's inflation and prices and tariffs and things.
Yeah.
I mean, on the low end, I'm expecting we're going $25 a glass.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But on the
That's like entry level.
On the high end, we could go 100 plus.
Really, for a glass.
A Burgundy?
No, I mean I understand.
Yeah.
But do you think that they would have those kinds of bottles available by the glass? I didn't get that vibe. I didn't get the vibe that they'd have like $500 bottles of bourbon Burgundy by the glass.
Let's just say this. Let's just say we got a 2-top in. They ordered nicely. They started with the Caesar. They get the calamari. My manager walks by the dining room. He tells me Keanu Reeves is sitting on table. Whatever. He wants a glass of Burgundy. What am I going to say? He goes, yo, Keanu Reeves just ordered Burgundy. What would I do? I'd say, give him the fucking good stuff.
You mean open a bottle that you didn't have?
John Wick. All
But
right?
I have not.
How often
Right,
does
but-
John Wick come to this restaurant?
I wish I should have looked up what the actual cost of this would have been, but I didn't. I neglected to. Well, I took the check, and I'm like, I'm going to look at this later for the podcast by the cost. But I only got the one that has the total on it, and it ended up being $525. So.
Oh wow!
Right.
So even with the Burgundy,
Right.
it was $525.
Yes.
Okay.
Even with the Burgundy, it was $525.
How was the Burgundy? Was it excellent?
Fantastic. Everything
Yeah.
was great. Everything was perfect.
That's awesome.
And they even did something which I appreciated also, was they asked for your dessert order. They take the whole order at once.
Got it.
So they get your dessert order then. We did not choose dessert because we just wanted to focus on the
good
protein and the
stuff.
veggies
Yeah.
and stuff. But the desserts look great too.
Did
they
they?
weren't like throwaway desserts. They were like great looking desserts.
Nice.
But another nice touch, which I thought was fantastic, is with the bill comes a little like plate of cookies and stuff.
Okay.
That goes a long way.
It's the little things. I
It
agree.
is.
It is. Do they do bread service and stuff?
They
Did
do
you
bread
guys-
service. They bake the bread in-house, as I understand it. So it was like
I love that.
very good.
That's nice, man. I feel like anymore, and we talked a little bit about this on our walk here. I'm willing to pay if it feels right. If the effort's there, if the ingredients are quality,
Quality ingredients, I think, are huge.
if
And
the execution is there, if the effort is gracious.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
didn't feel fussy. It didn't feel like I'm at a fancy, expensive restaurant.
that's nice.
But you had the faith that the ingredients were sublime. Like they were perfect ingredients.
How about did they bring any sauces or anything with your steak?
No.
Okay, so it's just like a classic.
It was very classic Italian, like you get what you order on the plate.
Okay.
Right? You could order all this stuff, right? But you get a steak, you get a steak
I
on
want
a plate.
to clarify something too. I would happily and want to eat things made of almond wood. I really want to try this now.
Grilled over almond wood?
Could you taste it or not really?
No. You don't.
Okay.
You know,
Well, you know how mesquite has such a flavor.
it has a flavor,
Yeah.
right? And the calamari was like kind of a little scorchy on it. You could see.
I love that.
So that was great. Just anything.
And it was all open. Great. Could you see what was going on?
It was kind of back behind the bar. Certainly, you could walk over there and see it. And there was a little kitchen next to it. But there was like one guy running the grill. And the thing about a grill restaurant, I guess, is it's just so clean and simple.
Yeah.
Like, sure, there's a lot of work doing knowing the coals and all that kind of stuff, but you don't have hot, loud pans banging around and all that kind of stuff. It's just so great.
Was it full? Was the restaurant full?
Totally full. Packed.
Got it.
Like, hard to get into, packed.
Really?
Yeah, on the regular. And then I'm transposing this with a restaurant that I went to out on Shelter Island a year ago, which I'm sure we spoke about, and being freaked out by how expensive the Caesar salad was. And it was another open fire grill restaurant, and the cost just hit me differently. And I've been trying to articulate in my brain why.
Okay.
Like, it just didn't feel
Shelter
as if the
Island
feeling
felt more expensive.
Oh, it was. I don't think it was as expensive as this.
Okay.
But it certainly felt unwarranted.
Okay. Got it.
Sometimes,
man.
And sometimes I'm trying was I just like that kind of feeling you get when you're on vacation and like going for it,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But there did seem to be like a feeling there that it was worth it, the expense. And I would probably go fewer times to a less expensive restaurant in order to go to that one more often, right? I would stop by this place every 3-4 weeks, no problem. But I would probably back off on the middle of the road restaurants.
I gotcha.
Or certainly not go to places that I just felt was too expensive, because now it's like you kind of see the value you get out of this place.
Yeah. Listen, I'm with that. And it goes to show you the importance of vibe too. Like the people that are in the dining room, like
that's the thing. Like the place in Atlanta was the same. Like Raoul's in New York is the same. Like it's got this, like the people there truly care about everything. And they're not kind of running anything by a formula.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel transactional. It feels part of the experience. I feel often.
You don't remember the name of the place in Atlanta yet?
Damn.
We'll find it.
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up because that place was so good.
We didn't even look at the prices either. Sorry, Jessica.
It just this spot in Atlanta was one of those spots. It's like any special restaurant, honestly. I mean, like food is obviously important, ingredients, execution, but when you feel welcome and when you feel
and they have such a conviviality about them to take care of you. It feels great. You feel like you belong right away.
I agree. It's one of those things that's really hard. It's hard to find.
It is hard to find. It's hard to do, hard to find.
All right, let's see. The spot in Atlanta was, I'm almost there. Hold.
Holding. I'm going to look up what the cost of the Caesar salad, because I'm interested in us doing like a Caesar salad matrix also. When you go to Manila on Monday, figure out how much the Caesar salad that you love so much costs at Wolfgang's.
That is a great Caesar salad. I will say that.
The zuppa del giorno, that means soup of the day, is market price. What is that about? I guess it could be a bouillabaisse.
Depends on what they do that day.
Still, it's soup.
La Grota.
La Grota. Yeah,
La Grota
that place was great.
In Atlanta. Yes, in Buckhead. That was an excellent meal. So how many meals did you have in LA? Did you go to that famously expensive grocery store?
I don't know about this famously expensive grocery store.
There's a place called Erewhon. Have you heard about this spot?
I have not. You could have told me when I was there. That would have been nice.
I didn't know you were on your posh tour of LA, or else I would have told you about it. But but they have like a famously expensive grocery store where like you walk in and they're playing Khruangbin.
I have no idea what this millennial speak is that you're speaking.
Exactly.
Khruangbin?
Khruangbin is like
is it a style of music or is it?
It's a band, a very good band that's kind of like jazzy soul.
Khruangbin?
Funky. Yes. But the going joke is that if Khruangbin is playing in the background, then they get to sell you juice for $15. Like a pressed juice. But Okay, so talk. Speaking of Caesars, because I feel like this is. I remember the first Caesar that really, let's say, got the public eye's attention in terms of its cost. I believe was the one at Carbone. Do you remember this? When they came out with their Carbone
Yes,
Caesar,
and I meant to bring up Carbone.
it was like
Great
$30.
customer, we love you.
Yeah, great client.
We love you. I
We love
feel
you
as
very much.
I've never been there. I've been there plenty of times years ago, like doing the invoice whatever thing.
Okay.
Right? I've never eaten there.
Compelling chefs to scan invoices.
Yes,
Okay.
things of that nature, right? But I don't know if I've ever been able to.
So I have.
You've eaten there.
I've eaten at Carbone.
I didn't know that.
And yes, so I ate at the Carbone in Dallas.
Oh, not okay. I'm thinking New York City.
Not the New York one.
Okay.
I've eaten at the Carbone in Dallas, and I've eaten at the Carbone, not in Miami, maybe in Vegas, but I've had a couple experiences at the major food group restaurants. And here's what I'll say. It kind of goes along with what you're talking about. Vibe is always on point. Service is always great. Ingredients and execution's always there. And it's like, I guess ultimately at the end of the day, it's like, would you rather spend too much on lamb chops but know that they're really well executed? Like, would you rather spend $30 on a great Caesar salad or $12 on an airport Caesar salad? You know what I mean? Like, I guess value comes in
Mysterious ways.
yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'd rather have a $250 awesome steak than like a $30.
I think that you're articulating what I'm kind of saying. Like, I'd rather forego the $42 whatever
quality
these days.
over quantity.
Yes.
Quality over quantity. Yeah, it's like it's the same thing with like jamon iberico or caviar or anything. It's like, sure, can you eat trout roe? Absolutely. But would you rather have 6 trout roes this year or 1 beluga? 1 Kaluga.
You think that 6 trout roes equals a beluga?
Maybe not. But it goes
Would
to
you
that.
rather have 75 trout roes this year or
Right.
half an ounce of beluga?
Right.
Right.
Or whiff at a beluga. Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, especially like after, I don't know, man. It's just like with everything,
Yeah.
wine, with coffee. Well, maybe not with you with coffee.
What is that a dig?
It's not a dig. It's just I feel like you are very. It's coffee is like your oxygen, right?
Okay.
Coffee's. I feel like you've already had 4 coffees before.
What's wrong?
I'm not judging. What I'm saying
It
is
sounds like you're judging a little
not
bit.
judging. Not
You're
judging.
saying you with coffee, don't care, give him Folgers, doesn't give a shit, give the Bustelo.
Would you? But do you like Folgers?
How the fuck do I know if I like Folgers? Do you think I just have the
You're-
can every once in a while
are-
when I run out of whole beans?
You are an espresso lover. You are an espresso lover.
Nespresso.
Nespresso lover.
I would
Right?
not say that. I would not say that.
No?
I feel as I do consume
Quite a bit.
quite a bit of Nespresso.
Okay.
It's easy, and I'm up early, and
This
I
is-
can't run the grinder until everybody wakes up, and then I
This
kind
is-
of get on that
This
jam.
is not a judgment. This is not a dig. It's to say that I have come around to Nespresso. I've learned to appreciate how good Nespresso is, having had the Folgers experiences. I'd rather have an espresso.
What kind of Folgers experiences have you had? Is it
Honestly-
even around anymore?
Yeah, dude. Instant coffee is such a thing.
Didn't they used to call it a lid, like a lid of pot? Is that where you're coming from? That was like way back in the day. Whatever fit on a Folgers lid was a lid.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think
Is
so.
that where that's a pot reference?
I think so. I thought you would know.
Well, the only reason I brought up the coffee thing is because I feel like coffee is such a part of your routine that
It's a part of every American's routine.
it's not true.
What I mean, there's a few
I know
out
quite
there
a few people who don't drink coffee at all
by choice.
by choice.
Huh.
It's odd to me too. I feel like I used to not be a coffee guy. I now am a coffee guy.
Yeah, you're coming around
But
to
I'm
all
a-
the things.
I'm a 2 tops coffee a day. I'll have like a cold brew, maybe an espresso. That's it.
Coffee to me kind of becomes something where I'm a little bored and I just want to walk to the shop and get a coffee. You know, it kind of becomes a break in a way.
But you could easily have 5 coffees in a day.
Oh, easily.
Right.
I'll have 3 coffees before 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'll have one coffee at 11 and a second coffee at 2.
1 coffee at 11?
Yes.
What time do you wake up?
8, 7:30.
Oh, is this like a Huberman podcast thing? Is this one of those things where you can't, you have to set a timer when you wake up to like tells you when you're allowed to have coffee after you give your butthole some sunlight? Right? That's what you do.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's I forget what they call it because I'm jet lagged right now.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, there's like if you can avoid what is it called? If you can avoid caffeine for a certain part of the day, supposedly it can help your system regulate. Yeah, it like helps your system regulate some fucking hormone.
Right, yada yada. All people have nothing to do but schedule their optimum health all day, and they don't have a 6-year-old like jumping on their head at 5:30 in the morning. Right. You're not supposed to do this until I've looked at the sun for 10 minutes.
Right.
Can we all just chill out here?
Right. You got to 10x your day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So anyway.
So plenty of coffee. I'm happy to be here in Vietnam, having some fabulous coffee.
Yeah.
I can have as much as I want.
I want to have
not get a hairy eyeball. Because apparently quality and quantity can't go hand in hand in your coffee centric.
Listen.
Listening.
I think that you can do whatever you want.
I know I can do whatever I want, but it seems like you said I don't appreciate good coffee.
You love good
because
coffee.
I like to have more than 2. If he drinks coffee before 11. Does he not care about his health?
Listen, man, I'm telling you that I never understood the Nespresso pods. I never understood it until I was forced to understand it. And I don't have children.
What forced you?
What forced me is that I was just in a situation where there was no coffee options.
It happens. It's kind of odd to me in Europe how it's like, that's what they got. They got an espresso machine.
Well, thank God for hotel rooms that have it.
Right.
Because it came to
that's like a new thing that's great. It's like, it seems like they all have it now.
It's become a thing.
They don't want you to call down and get coffee.
Listen, man, the lounge coffee at just to give you an example, the lounge coffee at American Airlines is fucking horrible. It's horrible.
It's not Starbucks? Is that like
it's Lavazza. And I'm not saying, look, sometimes.
Say it.
The exposure to quality coffee that we've had.
It's ruined you.
It's ruined me.
Right.
And there are times when I can't even really have, I don't want it.
I agree. I know you think I just drink swill.
Nope.
But
nope.
Are you recanting?
Nope. What I was just gonna say that your choice.
I'm not as picky. I'll give you that. I'm not as picky, but that doesn't mean between Folgers and
and Bustelo. Are you saying Bustelo's bad?
I can't say I've ever had it, honestly. Really? I like the can. I always have a can around because it looks cool on the shelf.
Bustelo is not a great coffee.
Of course not.
But it is good with milk.
Okay.
It is good with milk.
It's good with milk and sugar.
Good with condensed milk.
Yeah.
And today, when we had our Vietnamese coffee, I don't know if the classic Vietnamese iced coffee would have been good had it not come with some of the... It's just so intense, so smoked, so roasted, and they use the Robusto beans. Right. I'm not saying that... I mean, I can drink it
They were saying
alone.
that they would grind it, put it in a container, and just let it soak overnight, right?
I didn't get the whole breakdown because I was watching the traffic goes by. But I know you guys talked to that lady about her.
Yeah, we had some video.
Coffee Fen, right? Mm-hmm. As Neil is very into Coffee Fen, the gentleman who gave us our tour today. But anyway, this is all to say, quality. I guess my point was, Tony, that you don't have to it's not like coffee is one of those things where you have to sacrifice quality for quantity because it's not as expensive as porterhouses. It's not it's not the same trade.
No, it's not the same trade.
You know what I mean? It's not the same trade.
No.
So you don't have to. I was saying wine, steaks, restaurants, coffee, and then I'm like, well, coffee you don't necessarily have to make some big trade-off to have quality and quantity at the same time.
Right.
That's what I was trying to say. Although you drink Nespresso.
I'm not as picky. I will give you that. You kind of approach your coffee
I'm a little
as
bit
just
picky.
your wine. You know what I mean?
I'm a little bit of
You're kind of like take it or leave it. Like, nah.
Yeah,
You know?
I'd skip
And I'm
it.
like, I need the coffee. I'm going to drink it.
Right.
Right.
I'm a little.
I would prefer to drink the better coffee.
I understand.
And I wouldn't drink the American Airlines tar coffee that you're explaining. I would not. I've plenty of times foregone coffee that's just sitting in an urn all day, for example.
Okay.
Right? So I
Yeah.
do have some
Standards. Yeah.
Right? Not quite your standards, but I do have some standards.
Understood.
Thank you.
Well, I guess we'll test that along this trip. So for you guys out there in the world, we're gonna have many fuzz. How many fuzz can we have during this trip? We have
I think we can have
3 more.
at least 3 more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got to do 1 today, 1 more today, 1 more tomorrow.
It's
and
hard
1 on
for me
Sunday.
to go to want something besides.
Besides pho.
Yeah. I mean, Balmain, I've done with that. That's like kind of like you're walking around type
Yeah.
of thing, right?
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to want something besides pho. Although we're going to a restaurant. I think I mentioned that already. Ricefield tonight.
Ricefield.
Well, we have restaurant reservations every night.
Yep.
Which Colleen has been so awesome at
Thank
getting
you,
set
Colleen.
up. Thank you so much. Round 2, since we actually finally made it. So we'll be having a lot of
I want to look
great
up Ricefield.
experiences. The place, can you look up the place that we're going to on Sunday? It had a cool name. What was it?
Pot of pho.
It was Pot of something else, I thought. Was
I
it?
thought it was Pot of Pho.
So it's a little bit of a French influenced.
Pot of pho Saigon. Let's see here. It looks very cool. Oh, it looks like a fancy pho place.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, there's one down.
In the Tandat Dam Market.
Pot of pho.
Pot of pho.
Not pot of pho. Pot of pho.
Pho. Yes.
Got it.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And I think one of my goals here, Tone,
Pho.
as well.
Pot of pho.
Pho.
That's how you say it, right?
Pho.
Yeah.
One of my goals too is I want to learn the classic dishes of Vietnam while we're here.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm sure that there's a lot of regional stuff going on too, right? So
Yeah,
we'll
that's
learn the
true.
classic dishes of Saigon.
of southern
Southern.
Vietnam. And I want to try and learn some of these pronunciations of these dishes. But like for example, I feel like there's a grape leaves dish here.
Really?
Yeah, like a meat in grape leaves that's grilled.
Okay.
There's a bunch of really cool little dishes.
For
like
sure.
that.
We'll dig out some stuff. It won't be all pho all the time.
It can be.
It can be. It might be, but I think that we'll branch out here and there. We're going to eat.
Yes.
We're going to eat. We're going to
Yes.
like do whatever. We'll go all over the place.
Yes.
Do a little bit of running in between just so we can handle
Yes.
it. But the food here is very, very fresh and light in a way.
Lots of beautiful
So I'm not worried
herbs.
about it.
Yeah, we'll make it. We'll do it for you guys.
Yeah. It's a
We'll
tough
do it
job.
for you guys. So I guess tomorrow we'll report back on Ricefield and our first evening here in Vietnam. And if you guys have any other things you need us to do, it'll be too late by the time
Be
we
too
record
late.
this.
Yeah. For the
Yeah.
next trip.
For the next
But
trip.
thanks for writing in.
Anything else you think is important to touch on after? Or do you think we'll
You're starting to get too punchy. You're getting a
I'm-
little bit. The jet lag is starting
jet
to
lagged.
happen.
I'm
yeah,
jet lagged.
yeah.
Yeah.
What time is it for you now?
It's 4:36. 4:36. It's 5:30 in the morning.
5:30 in the morning. Okay, we can last a few more hours.
Yeah. No. I might take a little
No.
lap in the pool.
Okay,
A
I
little-
thought you were going to say siesta, but
No,
that can't happen.
a refresher in the pool will do me well.
True.
Maybe an espresso as well. Yes. If
Are you
anybody-
joking?
No, I'll have an espresso.
Why would we have an espresso? We're in Vietnam. Vietnamese coffee. There's great coffee literally every 20 feet. There's another awesome coffee shop, and now you want an espresso, and you're gigging on my case.
I want a Vietnamese iced coffee.
All right, that's better.
I'm exhausted, but I'll make it.
Right on, guys. Thank you very much. We'll be back to tomorrow.
Tomorrow it is. I hope Capo's not a client.
Capo.
Capo.
OverSeasoned Podcast was brought to you by Over Easy Office, outsourced bookkeeping solution.